GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down, here's Henry. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. First down, Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Now Mariota dancing to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Titans, 18 rushing touchdowns a season ago, tied for second most. And they've got Henry back there on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Jones to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll make it third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Jones. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Here's Jones to throw on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On fourth down, Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mariota now on second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Remember this Jacksonville D, 55 sacks a season ago.
I think they want to fight for nickname supremacy with Pittsburgh. Remember, they were just one behind Pittsburgh for the overall lead in sacks last year. Pittsburgh known as Pittsburgh. Jacksonville, they're known as Saxonville.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get out to the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Titan football. Meanwhile, over in Houston, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A first down throw for Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete. So you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing, Jones. Looking long for Westbrook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ohio!
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones going deep for Mount, and that's caught inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they... Stop him behind the line.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Lucy. Stop right here. Stop on the right. 11. Move.
First throw now for the backup, Bortles. That is caught at the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man right side, it's Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Mariota again. His throw caught at about the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Bortles going to throw. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The pitch to Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Flush to his right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll toss it to Fournette. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Bortles to throw on second down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Hank.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, Henry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. One.
Second down, Mariota. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Henry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This for the lead in the final stages. And Succop will put this one right through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
11. Spread right.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. take them home. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde in the final minute. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they'll get this down to the 10. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner,